This video is brought to you by HeyBoxing.com. Want to get paid for promoting boxing-related content on your Instagram? It doesn't matter if you have 50 followers or 50 million. Start earning today at HeyBoxing.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV here in Tampa, Florida. Being joined with Jake Paul, just days away from his rematch with Tyron Woodley. Jake, I just got finished speaking to Tyron, and he wholeheartedly feels that he won the fight. You looking at the fight, looking at the experience that you had with him, what'd you make overall of how you won the fight and how you're approaching this rematch with 2 weeks' notice?
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. More body shots landed, more total punches landed, more jabs landed, more power punches landed. So, you know, he can be delusional all he wants. I know he smokes weed all the time. So he's been hitting the head a lot in the UFC and so on and so forth. I don't blame the guy. Of course, he's going to say he won the fight to try and save himself from the embarrassment of getting beat by a Disney kid.
When you look at that night, what'd you learn from that experience moving forward just overall with this whole boxing thing? And most importantly, what'd you learn about Tyron?
I learned everything, right? That was my first time getting hit with a 10-ounce glove, first time going past 1.5 rounds. So there was a lot of learning experiences, a lot of new things. Fighting in front of my hometown, that's a big thing to go through. I was fighting with a hyperextended elbow, so I pushed through that and got the job done. But that's the old Jake. I went into training camp with a chip on my shoulder, and you're going to see a different version of myself. And I'm excited to prove that 2 days from now.
Do you think this is all leading to a third fight? I know he mentioned it. I know, like, with the 2 week notice, like, there's a storyline there. Like, do you feel that if you don't knock him out, like, regardless of how it goes, even if you get a dominant win, it's going to lead towards a third fight?
Man, I don't know. It's too early to tell. I'm not thinking about that at all. My goal on Saturday is to knock him out. And I know I can do it. And I know I will do it. You know, I just have to do everything right, stick to my game plan, and be 100% focused. And this time I have no injuries, so it's like we're ready to go.
Overall, this experience of transitioning into this, like, I look at you and you look a lot more fit this time around. Like, what's been the hardest part of all this to you, or like the thing that's still a little difficult to gauge on in this industry and living this type of lifestyle?
It's all of it is hard. Boxing is a 24/7 job. I would say the hardest part is giving up the popcorn. Like you said, man, I'm 10 pounds lighter going into this fight. I love candy. Like, I'm a big sugar guy. So, you know, I gave up all of that. I brought a nutritionist, changed my whole entire diet around, changed a bunch of things around in my camp. So it's a new version of me going into the ring, from my weight, from my diet, from my strength and conditioning, and to my boxing. And that's why I'm so confident. You know, we were in the face-to-face, and I just, like, before, I'm just, like, looking at it, like, now it's like I know I can get the better of this man any given day.
For you, when you look at, like, overall what you want to do with this, I think this is, like, the main question a lot of boxing fans have. Like, how serious are you about this? Like, do you want to do these types of fights, like, with the MMA fighters, or like, do you want to, like, slowly go and start facing contenders, top 10 guys, and then making it like an actual run?
I want to face big names and make historic pay-per-views and challenge myself more and more with each fight. So that's what I was trying to do with Tommy Fury, a professional boxer, undefeated, same height, same age, whatever you want to call it. So obviously he pulls out of the fight. So it's a little disappointing, but I'll fight anybody. Like, truly, I mean that. And this is just the start. I'm 2 years in. I have a long way to go, and I am going to build and build and build, and we will see who is on that roadmap, whether it's contenders or whether it's Mcgregor, whether it's Mike Tyson, who knows?
Mike Tyson? Your brother's in the fight.
We'll see.
I've been seeing interviews lately, like, with you showing, like, a different side. I want to say, like, the real you, like how you really are, because I know, like, a big part of boxing is marketing yourself a certain way to kind of get attention. Like, Floyd played the villain, and it worked for him. It made him a lot of money when he changed over from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather. Talking to you now, like, I kind of see, like, that real side. Like, is that, like, a side, like, you want to work on showing to everybody? Because I feel like you as you is a lot more relatable to people maybe watching this or watching your fights.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I'm always myself. It just depends on what situation you catch me in. But there's a lot of different versions of me. You know, I'm a character, to say the least, and I have mood swings, and, you know, I'm sometimes all over the place, but sometimes I'm super chill, and sometimes I'm in fight mode and talking my shit. So, you know, I'm always authentic to who I am, and however people want to interpret that, no problem. Some people, my fans, 60 million fans who, you know, we've built a connection over the past 5-6 years of creating content and going through our ups and downs. They're like a family to me. They know the real me, and they see what I've done, and they respect me, and blah, blah, blah. And then there's the outside group looking in, where they just see the kid with the jewelry, and he's talking shit and saying this and saying that and insulting everyone. He's a dick, blah, blah, blah. He's young. However you want to interpret it, no problem. Either way, they're tuning into the pay-per-view, and that's all that really matters, right? I know who I am at the end of the day when I look myself in the mirror, and I'm a great person, and no one can tell me otherwise.
My last question, Jake, for you is, do you feel that you're still in a situation where, like, you got to prove that you're a real fighter? You got to prove to boxing fans that you're like a legit tough guy. Like, do you feel that sense, or is that all gone now?
I don't feel that sense. I've earned the respect of so many sparring partners in the gym, and I feel like, you know, the people I've sparred have echoed the message through the whole entire boxing world and to the fighters that this kid can actually fight. I'm sparring with world champions. My whole entire time I've been sparring with world champions and professional boxers and people who are better than me, and they don't take it easy on me. It's you know, I've been in there with the toughest guys who are unleashed on me, and I handle my own. So I think people know I can fight, and I don't really have anything to prove. You know, I'm just really proving myself right in this journey and with what I can accomplish.
They don't take it easy on you, I would imagine. Just I feel like it's like a target, like regardless if it's sparring or.
So this is one of the things that my coach and I talk about is when sparring partners come in, they're actually going harder than normal because I'm filming it. I film my sparring session to watch it back. So they don't want to be on camera getting embarrassed, getting worked. So they're actually going harder than they normally do, and they're more prepared, and they want to be able to say they got the better of me. So it's actually made me better how hard these sparring partners come in and how much they want to prove.
Hey, Jake, I know I didn't have much time with you, but I appreciate the time that I did get with you. Really appreciate it. Jake Paul right here facing Tyron Woodley for a second time this Saturday on Showtime Pay-Per-View here in Tampa. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.